Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Picture this. Imagine a world where everyone inside it succeeded. Everyone that lived succeeded. They got their dreams. Everybody got their goals. It'd be a wonderful world. Everybody would be making all of the wonderful creations that they were planning to make. All of the grand experiments would be done. But you gotta realize, not everybody does get there. Not everybody is here to listen to what I have to say, and that should be a good thing actually for you, the person who is listening to this, who is here right now. Because what this should make you want to do is aspire for more. All of those positions that could be yours, they're open, because not everybody's out there trying to do this. They're all saying, nah, I'll just stick with my safe job. I'll just stick with my safe life. And what you want to make sure is, even when you start doing this thing, when you've listened to what I've said and you've begun, ignore the people that are telling you that this is wrong, that you can't do it. Because you gotta ask yourself, did they make it? Did they succeed in what they were doing? And above all, why are they saying it? Why would they tell you to do, or why would they say this to you and say that you're not able? Because there's only two things I know of that a person would be saying no, that you couldn't do it about. And it's due to fear, that they're afraid. First off, they're probably afraid that you won't make it. Afraid that you can't do it. And even the people that love you will have this fear. It's not that they don't believe in your power, they don't want to see you do it and then lose. Or they don't want to see you try and give up. That's one of the type of people. The other are the ones that see you and they feel threatened. That you're going to outshine them, that you probably are going to be better than them. That's a good thing. Because when they're afraid that you'll be better than them, they will try. They will either try or they'll live in the pity. But those who try has made you into something different than just a person trying to succeed. You've become a motivator. You've become something more without even getting that far. Like, you could be halfway done with your goal and you still didn't finish, and yet you motivated people. That already makes you successful in one sense. That one thing could help others. That could inspire things that this world needed. Your success will become a motivation story. And your success will become a motivation that's unspoken. That's just a thing that people see and understand. What this leads to in your final endeavors is immortality. Because if you keep going and you succeed, people will remember you. They will quote you. They will think about it. They will say, that guy was probably the guy that gave me the strength. You become an immortal to them. Something that can't die in their mind. A common saying is that all good things come to an end. And in reality, this is virtually right. Because all books have to fit their binding. All movies have to have a closing. And truthfully, you will eventually die. But that's the thing, they all are. Is a story with opening and closing. And in the space of that opening and closing, you gotta think, what do you want there? Because what you do, what happens in your story, is what ultimately is left behind. What is ultimately remembered. History, whether it was new or old, or it could have been last month, it could have been back in the 1700s. Whatever it is, it causes dreams. People hear these stories, and what they think of is what success they could make. People are dreamers. Nothing can stop that from them. And what those dreams do is they cause people to try. No matter what person you are, you've tried. At least at some point or another, you're going to try for a dream. And you'll either try and fail, or you'll never stop trying. And I want you to be that person that never stops trying, because you'll win. You'll either die trying or win. That's the big part. I mean, if I saw a story about a person who kept trying and trying and trying, and at their final breath they died, that person would become a hero in my mind. That person could bring me to tears of how amazing they were for their dreams. That's the kind of story that you'll never forget. The kind of story that everybody would want to read. Do you want to be that story? Because either you succeed and you become something that everybody looks at regardless, or even when you don't succeed, when you're still trying and trying and you die, you're a story that is left behind, that grabs the hearts of people, that regardless of what you think, is going to motivate them. So I've notched it up to this very thing, that life is not about survival, but perseverance through death. That you can't just give up when it gets too hard, because life is going to still throw stuff at you even when you're not trying. When you give up and you're just sitting there saying, okay, I'm done, I'm not going to force my dreams anymore, life's still going to throw those little hardships all over the place. You get bad grades, you get kicked out of your house because you can't pay rent. All these hard things. It's going to do it regardless. If you're following your dream, the only thing that's different is you're actually going to say to yourself, I was doing something. I'm actually going somewhere. And if it's not going somewhere in the human's eyes, it's going somewhere in my own eyes. Like I said, don't let anybody tell you you can't do something, or that it's impossible, or that you're not good enough. Their words, they mean nothing. You want to know why? Because you are as much of a human as they are. And if they know what you can and can't do, and what can't be done, or can be done, you do too. You have as much potential as the next person that comes. Whether this video caused you to smile for just this small moment, or has grabbed your heart, I want you to know this is not the end. Set the goals now. You can't just expect there will be a tomorrow. This is the first video that I've made for motivation, and this is my dream, to start saying things to people, to start speaking what I've been thinking for a long time. This is my dream, to help you. So share this video with anybody that is hurt or lost in their dreams. And I just want to thank you for your time. This has been King from the Four Suits Media, signing off. Good night.